Hello, Mike Aguilera here. Recruiting tips, some more ideas. And I'm going to go through the mindset, some more other ideas in regards to the mindset of approaching people and recruiting them, and how to make it more of a natural conversation. Because that's what you want to do, is have conversations. You just don't want to go out there like a predator and say, I'm going to capture you. I want you. You want to have conversations that lead people to open up, create the rapport, and ask you for more information, or to naturally lead into that conversation. So as we go through these elements of the mindset, some icebreakers, some openers, some key things you need to know, keep in mind your criteria, what your why, so that you know and you have the sense of urgency. I want to help these people, because your why could be two things. It could be two parallel tracks. It could be your kids, your family, and the money, the income that you can generate to help your kids, your family, to get those great Christmas presents, right? Have those fabulous vacations, or just to be able to go out to dinner and create memories, or to a movie and not worry about is there enough money, or to budget that, to have that, to create memories. And so your why and what the money will do, the memories, the legacy, whatever it is. And then also the why could be and should be also helping people, helping them either get involved in the business to thrive and do better, to avoid the struggles that they're going through, the same reason why you might have been also involved, or to help them with a policy so they can sleep peacefully at night. So have that in the back of your mind, and how NLP can help you, because NLP is about human behavior and psychological triggers. And what you'll discover as you hear this information, you'll realize how, yes, if I say it in this way, their psychological trigger will be to open up and have a conversation with me. If I say it the wrong way, if I say the wrong thing, they will get defensive. So you want people to open up and have great conversations. And so if you heard me present, I went through the mindset on expectations. Just expect people to be happy, to be nice, and expect them to say yes. Your expectations will impact your reality. You'll be able to see that gorilla of opportunity around you. So expect yeses. Expect to be lucky. Expect miracles to happen. You'll start to shift reality, to start to see, hear, experience things in a whole new different way. And back to the expectations, assume rapport. When you're going to approach someone that you don't know, just assume you're going to like them, because you're projecting warmth. And there's a lot more behind the mindset. I mentioned during my presentation that I have a home study course that I created, 19 modules. So I go through more in the mindset on that, plus each module is on voice, questions to ask, the power behind the 5 most powerful questions you can ask, everything you can review, not only for you, however, also for people you recruit, because they need tools to stay involved and engage. And once you know the questions to ask, you know how to motivate them. So in a moment, I'll share that link with you again. I just want to go through first the mindset, that mindset of rapport. Also, that, as I touched on your why, that sense of urgency, the urgency to help people before something happens to them, or before they struggle, or maybe have some major problems in their life. They need to get involved into the business to help generate that income, to help more families, to have a sense of value in their life, and create their own legacy of helping people. So create that sense of urgency, so that you now know, I better go out there and talk to more people. And that's also another key element in the book, The Luck Factor, and people being lucky. The more people you talk to, the luckier you're going to get. Yes, the more people you connect with, the higher odds you're going to find some great people. And then with these NLP tools that you're learning, and in the NLP Home Study course on recruiting, the more people you connect with, if you're connecting with 20 people, instead of 1 or 2 of them having interests, you can have 10 or 15 of them, making your life and your job a lot easier. Just connecting with people and having conversations and recruiting them in a natural way. And so the more people you meet, the luckier you get. And I covered the yes state. Get into a resourceful state before you approach somebody, before you make that phone call, before you get into that recruiting meeting where you're sitting down with them, or even talking about a retirement plan or policy. You want to be in a resourceful state so all that great music comes out of you. And in the home study course, I go through that. If you recall, if you were not at the meeting, the presentation I did, then it's also in the home study course, which, again, in a moment, I'll share with you the link on the other tips. And I talked about live for butterflies. If you get butterflies approaching people, embrace them. People live for butterflies. The butterflies of a new baby being born, or being on a roller coaster, just to enjoy life at an exciting level. So embrace them. If you get some butterflies approaching someone, just embrace them and have some fun with that. And the last thing I want to cover on the mindset is faith, because I know faith is a big factor in your mission statement. And there's a quote, actually a Quaker quote, and it goes, "Walk while you pray. Walk while you pray." So it's okay to have faith and pray. However, walk, move, take action, talk to people, interact, walk while you pray. Don't expect just to sitting on the couch. Things are always going to come to you. In some cases they will. However, the more you walk, the more people you connect with, the luckier you get. So walk while you pray. So now, let's get into conversations with recruiting, about recruiting. So first off, during my presentation, I talked about giving compliments to begin the recruiting process, talking about their job, likes and dislikes. I also I mentioned I recorded these and I have them on a web page with also some other elements or some gifts, and it's simply mikeaguilera.com, mikeaguilera.com/gifts, gifts.html, and you'll have the recordings to review how to recruit by giving compliments. Also talking about someone's job, could be a friend, family member, or a stranger, someone you just met. And I also recorded a video on how to approach somebody, maybe if they're affluent and you just feel a little insecure approaching them, or maybe you're young, in your 20s, and you have maybe the comfort zone of just only recruiting and talking to people in their 20s. You need to be able to approach someone if you feel a little intimidated by approaching someone maybe twice your age, maybe in the 40s or 50s or 60s. You need to be able to approach them. And so I have a video, and I used the movie Catch Me If You Can as a metaphor, and it talked about the mindset, the projection, the words you use, and how that creates a reality, a projection of how people will perceive you. So you can approach anyone, no matter what. And so, again, go to mikeaguilera.com/gifts. You also on there you'll get my ebook on the art of networking, and some of this that I'm covering with you here is also based on networking. I go to a lot of events internationally, and I used to hate networking, and so I would start to model people, watch what they did when they approached me or other people that I liked or didn't like, and so I wrote a book about it, and I'm giving it to you as a gift, or you can buy it on Amazon. However, you can download the ebook as a gift. And again, some of these are based on simply networking and meeting people. And so back to the conversation, and the gifts are only, I don't know how long I'm going to keep them up there. I may take them down, I might update them, I don't know. And also the home study course, it's only $99. I may increase the price because if it can help you produce $250,000, $500,000, then a $99 investment is really small. But the price of dinner for two for one night, but this will feed you forever and give you some tools and empower you. And so I have my sense of urgency that I want you to have that. I want to help as many people have that NLP home study course. The link is on the gifts page, and it'll explain what it's all about, the different modules, and the power behind it, and the success people are already having with it. So back to the conversation. First off, just think about approaching people and to bring a smile on their face, or just to make their day, make them a little happier. And so as I go through these icebreakers, these ways of creating conversations, there's two key elements that I want you to think about, and the importance and the value of them. One is, and also on the gifts where I talk about complimenting people in their jobs and talking about their jobs, there's two key elements. One is, say there's only 3 openings. Now, we're expanding. I'm looking for only 3 people. Only, as it minimizes, there's only 3 people. And so think about that. When you say, I'm only looking for 3 people, what does that project? How does that brand it or frame it? it does two things. It frames it as a sense of scarcity and urgency. Those two things. There's only three positions, so scarcity. And the urgency is I better meet with them or follow up with them before those three positions are taken up. So say that when you're recruiting or you're talking to people, yes, my business is expanding. I'm only looking for 3 people. And so that sets the stage in their mind that you're not being needy, and you're actually now going to, and it's not for everyone. That's the other statement you want to make. It's not for everyone. Because when you say it's not for everyone, you're projecting or telling them that they have to qualify. And also, it tells that person that it may not be for you. So it's okay for you to come and talk to me or present or hear the presentation because it may not be for you. And so they have the control of saying no. However, you're projecting it as you have the main control of saying no. It's not for everyone. So keep those two elements in mind when you're recruiting or talking to people about growing your business. So, talking to strangers or anyone, the most successful pickup line, yes, pickup line. So gentlemen, pay attention to this, or even ladies. And the most genuine, successful pickup line is, hi, how are you doing? That simple. Hi, how are you doing? So you can do this, and you can say this to anyone. It's very disarming. You can be in line at Starbucks and just turn to someone next to you. Hi, how are you doing? Good. And then you can begin the conversation by, again, a compliment or something else. However, that is just a natural way of having a conversation with anyone. Standing next to somebody in line or at a party or an event. And so the main thing is with conversations, you want to be interested in them, asking them questions. And it's not just, are you interested in making more money? Because you can get a no or maybe a yes. However, if you ask a question like that can give you a no, then it stops the conversation. So you want to have conversations where you generate a level of interest in them. You want to be interested. You don't want to think about being interesting. And interested is, so where do you work at? How long have you been there? How do you like the job? Is it a good company? So you're interested in them, and they get a sense, if you do it correctly, not as if you're interrogating them, just you're genuinely interested, you'll get a lot of valuable information, plus you'll be memorable. They really get a sense that you really, no one's asked me questions, no one's ever had a conversation with me. And so it'll set the stage to transition into expanding your business and looking for 3 people. And so one way of an icebreaker that you can start having conversation with people, and I've done this, and so it's not like I'm suggesting do this, and I've never tested it. One is just talking about the phone. People love their phones, or they don't. And so I would talk to people. I'd say, oh, is that an Android? Because I have an iPhone. They would say, yes. So I'm thinking of changing or upgrading. Do you like it? What do you think about the Android? And so just have a conversation with them. And then from that I can say, so what do you do? I'm curious, what kind of business are you in? And so, and if they say no, it's an iPhone, I say, oh, what version do you have? Because I'm thinking of upgrading or changing or whatever. So it doesn't matter. Just ask them what kind of phone. Do they like it? What do they like about it? Or what don't they like about it? And begin the conversation by introducing yourself and starting to have questions about being interested in them. So that's one icebreaker, just a conversation about their phone. And again, people are very emotionally attached or not to their phone. So it's easy for them to light up and just share what they love about it, the photos or whatever features or the apps, or they used to have an iPhone, now they switched and they hate it or they love it, whatever it is. You'll be able to have a great conversation because it will open up because they are the expert of their phone. And so another interesting compliment technique you can use if you're shopping at a store and someone's helping you. Again, this only works if someone's helping you. They could be maybe a hardware store, maybe a department store, just about anywhere. And they're explaining something, they're helping you, and then you simply tell them, oh, are you the manager? So this is, again, recruiting tip number 2 or 3. Are you the manager? And they go, no, I'm not. Or maybe they may say, but more than likely they're not. Oh, no, I'm not. Oh, really? Then you compliment. I just assumed you were because just the way you carry yourself and your professionalism. Would you like to be a manager? And in most cases, they should say yes. Some cases, they may say, not here. So good. That's a segue into, well, our company's expanding. We're looking for talent people like yourself. It's not for everyone. We're only looking for 3 people. So complimenting them about, are they the manager? And would you like to be a manager? Would you like to be your own boss? Well, our company's expanding, and you seem to be the kind of person. So that's again back to the compliment, that entrepreneurial, that's really good with people. And so a person like you would do well in our company. I have 3 openings. We're expanding. Not for only 3 openings, and that's not for everyone. And then again, would you like to learn more? Are you interested? And just segue naturally into that conversation recruiting. And if they say no, then at least you made someone happy. You complimented them about their service and who they are. So now, the next one. When someone asks you, and this happens a lot, and they ask you, how's it going? It could be the grocery, the clerk behind that's going to take your grocery or ring up your groceries. Or it could be someone that you know, a friend or family member. And this is a great way to segue into talking about how great your business is. And it could be something as simply as when they say, so how's it going? How you doing? You say, it's great. My business is booming. I'm actually looking for 3 entrepreneurs, only 3. So if you know anyone, I would love to have a conversation with them to see if it's the right fit. It's not for everyone, but the right people that with the right fit can make some great money. Do you happen to know anyone? And so this again opens up a conversation recruiting. When someone says, how's it going? You say, great, my business is booming. I'm expanding and looking for 3 people, 3 entrepreneurs. And so use that opportunity. You might have in the past, how's it going? Good, great, and didn't know what to say. Now you know what to say. So the last recruiting tip I want to share with you, and again, we covered a lot, the mindset, get in that yes state. Think about NLP, the language you're using, your words. And also in the home study course, we talk about the voice patterns and the questions you can ask to recruit people. And when you sit down with them, because once you get their interest, you need to know what to say, how to blend it into what you're doing already in regards to talking about the opportunity, edifying people, how to edify them in a unique way that will help you eliminate objections. And then when you talk about how to get involved, how to use words that will prime them to say yes, and how to use your voice, and how to engage them. So it's a magnetic, compelling conversation where they get a sense that you're really talking to them and that the opportunity seems to be perfect for them. And that is my quest, is to help you with that, is to help you recruit the right people, make it fun and efficient. And so let me now share with you one last tip on recruiting. Maybe you've approached your warm market, friends and family member, and you told them you're in the business, you wanted to talk to them about it, and they said, no, thank you. Or they pushed back thinking that's going to be a sales pitch and just wish you great luck. You can still approach them. And also business owners. You can approach a business owner and have a conversation. And you have to set it up properly. You don't want to do a bait and switch where you say, let's sit down, and then when you sit down for coffee, you start to say, start to ask qualifying questions. Do they have a retirement plan, or are they interested in new opportunities? And so you simply want to set it up by saying, let's sit down. And again, a friend or family member, you can say, I've been involved in this business, and I'd love to share it with you. I'm not going to sell you anything. You're not going to buy anything. I'm not going to, unless you ask me, I'm not going to say anything and ask you anything or make you feel as if you need to buy anything from me or get involved. I just want to share this opportunity with you and give me your valuable feedback. Again, now you're asking for help. I'd like you to help me and listen to my presentation and give me your valuable feedback and what you think about it. Again, I'm not going to sell you anything. I just want your feedback. And so this is a friend or family member. And then a business owner, you can say, I'd love to sit down with you and get an idea of your business. And I'll explain what I do, but I'm not going to sell you anything. I just want you to hear what I'm doing. If you want to learn more, then great. I just want you to know what I'm looking for, what kind of leads I'm looking for, and I want to know what kind of leads you're looking for, how I can help you. And so you have to say it properly. Again, you have to say, I'm not going to sell you anything. And you have to keep your word. Otherwise, you won't get any referrals. Because if you present it properly and it's engaging, and you use the right language, the NLP techniques that you're learning here and then also in the home study course, then they will say, yes, I know somebody, or boy, this is great, I want to know more. Or they may give you some feedback that can be very valuable in regards to how you're presenting it, maybe to make some clarifications, or maybe they love it and they wish you the best. So a couple of things happen. One is you may get a referral, a client, or valuable feedback, and you're going to practice your presentation. And so those are the key elements we covered. The mindset, having conversations with people, and remember, mikeaguilar.com/gifts.html for the recordings of recruiting with compliments, talking about their job, if you're young and approaching the affluent or an older market, and the book, Connect with, or not Connect, it's The Art of Networking. And then on that it has a link for the home study course that it's just being introduced, 19 powerful modules that you can naturally review over and over again. You can download them onto your computer. They'll be yours to keep for life. And this I'll be covering in the upcoming session. However, there'll be things on the home study course that I won't have time to cover in the next upcoming workshop or presentation. So you want to have a head start. You want to start practicing. If you want to, again, accelerate your why to thrive and avoid losing opportunities, then I encourage you to look at the information, look over the home study course, and if there's any questions, just reach out to me. I'm here to help. My intent and goal is to build a relationship and create amazing success stories with you, your team, and give you tools and techniques that will help you thrive and get to the next level and enjoy what you're doing to a higher degree of fun and satisfaction. Because there's no reason to be struggling when all you need are the right tools. In this case, they're my communication tools, because you're motivated and you get great motivators, great stories of going out there and doing it. And what I want to bring into this is to give you tools on when you're out there doing it, how to do it properly, naturally, and easily. Not to change you, it's just simply a matter of just embracing things and using certain strategic conversation persuasive elements that will help people open up and engage with you. And this is just, again, recruiting, getting someone to say yes. The home study course is when you sit down with them, you want to say the right things and do the right things, so they don't say, let me think about it, or I don't know, or it's not for me. You need to know, and you want to know the questions asked, so that you then present the opportunity in a way that is laser precise to them, and they hear it in a compelling manner, that it's magnetic, that where you prime them to see the opportunity in a way that is, to them, ideal or right, or at least they're going to look at it with another sense of high level of interest. So listen to this over and over again. Again, if you have any questions, reach out to me, just email me, go to the gifts and download and listen to the gifts. Invest in the NLP home study course on how to recruit with NLP for those that want to accelerate and learn now. And it's guaranteed. And so I encourage you, I invite you, and I wish you great success. Thank you. Bye now.